I'm Abby, and this is my story. I got saved when I was about 5 years old. I was raised in a Christian home and had heard about Jesus all of my very short life. One day, while folding laundry with my mom, I asked her how you become a Christian, and she told me. I prayed and asked Jesus into my heart.
Someday she'll trust him and learn how to see him. Someday he'll call her and she will come running and fall in his arms. The tears will fall down and she'll pray.
There was a Christian camp that I went to every year from the time I was 5 until I was 11. The year I was 10, I listened to the story of Christ, and it was like hearing it with new ears. For the first time, I really grasped how much suffering Christ went through for me and how much he loved me.
And I realize just how beautiful you are and how great your affections are for me. Oh, how he loves us, how he loves us, how he loves us all.
I wanted to tell God how much I really understood and believed, but I felt conflicted. I knew that I asked him into my heart when I was 5, and I felt like telling him how much I believe now was like saying I didn't believe before, and that wasn't the case. Very confused, I talked to my best friend, and she said, "You're not saying you didn't love him before. You're just saying you love him even more today. It's like renewing wedding vows. It's okay to tell him that you love him even more." My friend is pretty smart. She was right. Growing more and more in faith, belief, understanding, and love is not only part of the relationship, but an important one. You should be growing. In 2011, at the age of 17, I started Until I Do. Until I Do is a Facebook group for Christian young women, single or not, who have a desire to be the woman spoken of in Proverbs 31. It's a place to share books, Bible verses, videos, quotes, and thoughts. It's a place to support, encourage, and pray for one another. I started Until I Do on August 3rd, 2011. I was 1 week away from moving from Michigan, where I had grown up, to Wisconsin, where my dad had a new job. I realized that I wasn't going to have my close girlfriends nearby to help me through tough situations. I knew I could call them, but when you have 5 girls that you want all of their takes on something, that's a lot of time on the phone. I figured I could post prayer requests and ask for advice on Facebook, but there was only a specific group that I really wanted to talk to in certain situations. So I started a closed Facebook chat group, one with just 10 of my closest Christian girlfriends. I told them that I just wanted a safe place for us Christian girls to go to ask for prayer and to share our worries and joys. I told them that if they knew any other girls who needed a place like that, to go ahead and add them, but I wasn't expecting the group to grow that much. That night, I received a request from a girl I didn't know, asking if she could join the group as well. That was the first moment that I had any thought that maybe this was something that more girls than just the 10 of us needed. Within a month, we were up to 30 members. At the end of the year, we were up to 100. We now have 129 members. These girls have prayed with me and encouraged me. It's truly been a blessing. I remember shortly after the group began to boom, I was on the chat talking to 2 girls that I had never met. One of the girls asked me, "Do you have a boyfriend?" I cringed. People ask me that question all the time, and I know the response I always get when I say, "No, I've never had a boyfriend." It's usually something equivalent to, "Why? What's wrong with you?" I've had everything from, "Oh, then do you have a girlfriend?" to, "You mean no one wants you?" to, "Do you plan on being single forever?" But when I said that I never had a boyfriend on Until I Do, the immediate response from both girls, one single, one not, was, "That's awesome. That is so cool that you've waited for the right person." That was the most relieving moment I have ever felt. Someone accepted me and my choices in relationships, and not only accepted me, but supported me. And that's what Until I Do is about. It's not about following a certain relationship plan or staying single or all of us doing relationships the same way or courting versus dating. It's not even really about relationships at all. Until I Do is about Christian girls coming together and encouraging each other as we try to live our lives with Christ as the center. It's not about judgment or perfection. Ask any of us, and I guarantee you we'll all tell you that we have things we regret and mistakes we made. I recently had a situation where I really slipped up and was feeling really broken. And it was an Until I Do girl that I turned to and asked for prayer. And she treated me with so much love and encouragement. And that's what it's about. It's about gently and lovingly correcting, encouraging, praying, sharing, and advising, and even laughing. These girls have posted some great videos and jokes that have just given everybody the freedom to laugh about our lives and enjoy ourselves. We've read through a book together, we've read through a chapter of the Bible together, and we do a group video every year, which you can also see here on our YouTube channel. Now we'd like to begin sharing our testimonies. It's just a great group. If you're a Christian girl that wants that type of socializing and that type of encouragement, I encourage you to look us up. We'd love to have you. So that's my story, and that's the story of how Until I Do started. I hope you'll watch our videos, look into our group, and pray for all of us girls. We need strong Christian women in this world, and God willing, there will be at least 129 of us.